Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about your life moves in the direction of your words. A long time ago, I had a friend who graduated from college with a degree in economics. And during the graduation party, he had to make a speech. And in his toast, he said, "Here's to adding on to the unemployment statistics." Everyone laughed and toasted back. We all thought it was a funny joke, and then we forgot about it, right? Didn't even know what he was talking about, but okay. And it wasn't until I ran into him like a couple of months later that I realized that what we all thought was a joke, our friend, the graduate, meant it. He had done the research and he had found out that most people in his field struggled to find a job related to their studies. And so, hi, Karen, good to see you. I guess he had already decided that, economics is going to be really hard to find a job, but I'm graduating, so I need to roll with it, right? So, but every time that we spoke later afterwards, he would tell me how miserable and defeated he felt. And he would say things like, "It's impossible to find a job in my field. I'm going to be unemployed forever." And then the more I spoke to him, the more negative and hopeless he sounded. And it seriously, it reached a point where he kind of was giving up. He wasn't sending in applications anymore. He says it's useless. I don't have the experience, he would say. So this went on for a long time. And I think, I don't know, I think it might have been at least a year. I was no expert on anything, but I'd been working on personal development at the time. And I finally realized that, hey, I think my friend's life is moving in the direction of his words. You have to be careful what you say over your life, right? So from the moment he said that he was adding on to the unemployment statistics, he became unemployable. And in the beginning, he would get those interviews, but somehow he wouldn't get the job. And as time went on, he failed to even get the interviews. And so we talked about it, and I offered to try to help. And so we looked at, his applications he was sending in. And I mean, his resume looked good, but it seemed like the tone and the nature of his cover letters, they didn't show any signs of inspiration or excitement about the position. And if this is the way he was sounding during interviews and the way he was talking to me about how he couldn't get anything, then it made sense that could be why he wasn't getting jobs, And so I told him that, hey, while I don't really know for sure if this is why you can't get a job, I believe that, you need to be careful about the words that's running through your head, because those words have power. What we say with our lips can translate into our lives. Seriously, who we are today is because of what we said in the past. I was reading a proverb this morning, which is kind of what reminded me of this whole thing. It says, "You're snared with the words of your mouth." It says, if one allows your lips to say words that don't build, they will never build anything. And this applies to all of us. The words you speak hold tremendous power. Power to open doors or close them. Power to build or destroy. Power to inspire or discourage it. Most of us don't even realize the power that the words have when it comes over our lives. Really. Hi, Anitra. Good to see you. If we really understood the power that words had over our lives, we would spend more time in the positive rather than saying things like, "I can't do it," or "It's impossible," or "I won't get it," because all of those words limit our achievements and the things that we could do with our lives. It starts out with the words that we say out loud, right? The subconscious mind hears them and it interprets them in the most literal sense, creating corresponding actions and attitudes. It does, like, not even on a conscious level. It's amazing. Our subconscious just goes to work and we don't even know what's happening, but it's because of what's coming out of our mouth, right? So the words that we say through our lips, they create the reality that we live. Without realizing it, we can sabotage our life simply by using words that inhibit success, but instead amplify our destructive habits. So if you want to be successful, instead of saying it can't be done, or "I can't do it," you have to say, "I can do it. I can do this," right? Instead of saying "I am poor," say something like, "I am on my way to financial freedom. I am really close to financial freedom, something like that, right? It's the words and phrases like these that build a good life. The best approach to a fulfilling life is to stop using words to describe a situation. You have to be careful. Don't describe what's happening to you. Instead, use words to change your situation. So my friend, he started to work on his attitude and the words as he spoke, the words that he spoke to himself or about himself. Um, the words that we use are like habits. We know that, right? I mean, it takes time to break them and create new ones, just like habits. And but he did. He saw the light and he worked on it. And today he owns a successful business and he's actually pretty powerful. So it's all about those words. It really is. So hey, now it's your turn. Do you use words that power you or disempower you? I mean, what kinds of things help you remember to watch what you're saying and direct your thoughts to words that are going to change the situation you're in rather than make it worse, right? Um, what helps you? And Anitra says, sounds like mindset. It is mindset. It's all about mindset, but it's about those words that you're speaking. So, hey, please share with us in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. So thank you for Karen and Anitra for being on with me today, and anyone else who might be live with me that just hasn't commented, and anyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.